Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Start Coding Class. So in the last video we built a Laravel mobile application, but that application was not a dynamic application. It couldn't save any data. We can't fetch any data from the database. So let's fix that by adding a database. So in this video we will create a table, run migration, and we will store data and fetch the real data in our mobile application. And if you are new, so don't worry, I will quickly show the setup also. So let's go and install the Laravel native PHP mobile application in our local system. So first of all, we need to create a simple Laravel project like composer, create project Laravel/Laravel and your project name native PHP basic composer, create project Laravel and your project name, whatever you want. You can write anything, demo, test, anything you want, you can write. Okay, so hit the enter. So you can see the Laravel project is installation is started. So it is installing all the dependency packages. So Laravel installation is finished. So you can see migration and all that, everything is completed. So now we are going to install the native PHP. We need to switch first of all into your project. Then we are going to install the native PHP. Okay. So just clear this screen, TLS. So now CD and our project is native PHP and it's native PHP basic. Okay. So now we are inside this native PHP basic, which is our Laravel project. And inside this we are going to install this native PHP. Okay, so just hit the enter. So now you can see now native PHP is going to install into our project, Laravel project, native PHP basic. Composer is installing all the dependency like which is required for native PHP mobile application. So after this installation I will show you the first application. So now you can see latest 3.2 native PHP mobile application version is successfully completed into our Laravel project native PHP basic. Okay, so now we are going to just test this application. To run this mobile application, we need to write the command php artisan native jump. Okay, so now you can see it's asking for Android or iOS. So I am going with Android. So just write Android and hit the enter. So this command is only for to start the jump server and collecting all the file and executing all the files of Laravel, and then it will display a scanner into our browser. So now you can see all the file is just copying and creating zip, and after this zip creation, so it will open a QR code into browser. So let's wait. So now you can see, yes, we have successfully installed the native and also run the jump server also. So I will share my mobile screen also. If you want to run this application into your mobile application, so in the Play Store, you need to install, you need to write bfrost jump. Okay. So in previous video, we have already covered these things. So if you do not know all these things, so just watch that video. Okay. So you can see this is my mobile screen. Okay. So I'm just going to click on this plus button and going to scan the application. So you can see downloading app bundle. So this will display the default welcome page of Laravel application. If you have installed your Laravel application previously, so you can see welcome screen, getting started screen. So this is the same screen like the normal Laravel application. Okay, so now open this application inside the VS Code. Okay, so first of all, code dot, this command will open the code in VS Code. Okay, so now you can see this is my Laravel native PHP application. So we need to database configuration setting, like you can see currently it is commented. So let's go and write here MySQL. Okay, and host name is correct and port name and database name you can change task DB. Okay, and username is root and password is blank. So everything is correct. Now I am going to open my terminal and then create a model, migration and controller in same time. So for that I have a command php artisan make model task, and after that -m -c. Okay, so this will create three files, one model file, one migration file, and C for controller file. So three file it will create when I'm going to hit the enter. So you can see this command is successfully created three files, model and migration, and what is controller. So let's go. First of all, I'm going to open the migration file. So migration is inside database, and inside this you can see task migration table is there. So by default it is created ID only. So I'm going to create ID and one column for title and one column for description also. Okay, so now you can see title and description. Okay, so if I am going to my database, so you can see this database task DB is not created inside the database. So you can see there is no task DB inside this database. So when I am going to run this migration, so it will create database and table also. Okay, so let's go for this PHP artisan migrate. Okay, so now I'm going to hit the enter. So you can see it is asking that task DB warning, the task DB does not exist in MySQL connection, means in our database there is no task DB database is there. So that's why it's asking there is no task DB database. So would you like to create it? Yes or no? Yes, we want to create a task DB database. So we need to write only yes. Okay, and then hit the enter. So it will create the database also, table also. So you can see everything is created. So let's go in phpMyAdmin. I'm just going to refresh it. So you can see task DB is created, and inside that some default table which is in Laravel. It is created cache log, failed jobs, job batches, migration. This is by default table which is created in Laravel. Session and users, but this is called all the tables are default. Only tasks table is we have written this migration code for task, so it will create due to this migration command which we have created. You can see title and description, so everything is there. When I'm going to click on this task table, so you will see an empty table with these fields. So you can see ID, title, description. There is no data, so that's why it's only showing the column name only. After some time we will insert the data also, so then you can see. Okay, so let's go. So our migration part is completed. Now we are going to create a route and controller also. So this command php artisan make model task -m and -c. So this command created already task controller. So you can see it's task controller and model also. So you can see task model is also there. So we need to write some code inside this task controller. I'm going to create a function to fetch the data. Okay, so public function index function, and inside this index function task. Okay, this command, for this we need to include this model also. So this model, so we need to write here. So this will store inside the tasks. Okay, and now I am going to send this value inside this blade file. The blade file is inside the resource folder, view and welcome. So we have a welcome page where I am going to send this. So welcome, inside the welcome page I am going to send this tasks, all the record from this task table. All the record from this task table I am going to send in this welcome blade.php. Okay, so everything is correct. And second, I want to create a store function also. So I think Copilot is already given me suggestion to create a function also. Okay, so we don't require this back, only I am going to redirect it index page. So now I think everything is perfect. So we have created two functions, one for fetch data and second for store the data. Okay, now let's go in web.php. In web.php, comment out this code, route, get route slash, and inside this task controller, and again I'm going to this tasks route for this store function, and this slash route is default route is used for index function. So in the index function we are going to fetch the data. Okay, and inside this store function, we are going to insert the data into our database table. Okay, so we need to write inside this task table also fillable properties also, because inside this fillable properties, if you don't write this title and description, so you can't insert the data inside this. If you do not write this line of code, can't insert the data into database. Okay, so this is very essential part. Everything is correct. In store also, we are validating the title and description, and then we are going to store the data, and then we are going to redirect it to this controller, this route. So this route is slash, only slash is used for index. Okay, so there is one error because we have not included this task controller. Okay, so now it is okay, and you can see okay, so when the data is inserted into task table, so it will redirect to this route, and this route will show the list of tasks. Okay, and with the message success and task created successfully. And now we have to work in welcomeblade.php. So I have written some HTML code for this page. I have already there. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it inside this. Just remove this all and paste this. Okay, so this is not a very complex code. This is very simple. I have created some UI for mobile application. It's a normal HTML CSS file. You can see I have created a div, container div, for list the title and description. So you can see in the controller, we are sending the tasks, this variable. So this variable is, we are running in for else loop, and inside this we are fetching the title and description. Okay, and below this div, we are going to create a modal. So when I'm going to click on this plus button, so this modal will open with the title and description field and save task with the button save task. When you will fill the information like title and description and click on save task, so the task will save into our database, and the current data is showing inside this div. So it's not a complex thing, it's very a small thing. I have added some JavaScript code also. So you can see open modal, we are going to open this modal, and on click we are hiding the modal also. So everything is there. It's not a complex thing. But if you want this code, so I will send you this code. Just comment and I will send you the GitHub link also. If you have any confusion, any problem, so just comment. Okay, so let's go. Now it's time to run this application. Okay, so first of all, if you want, we can check this application into web also. So PHP artisan share. Okay, so it will run into my browser. So you can see when we are going to click on this, so it will open in our browser. So now you can see it's our web version. So when I'm going to insert the data, task 1 and task 1 description, simple, and save the task. So you can see task created successfully and the data is showing here. Okay, and if you want to check the database, so you can see it's already inserted inside the database. Okay, so now it's time to run this application inside the mobile app also. So for that, we need to run PHP artisan native jump. So this command will create a build for mobile application and provide a QR scanner code also. So just run this application, and we need to select the Android or iOS. So my application is Android, so you need to write this Android. So it will create a build for this application. Okay, so now you can see the QR code will display. Okay, so you can see, so now the latest QR code is there. So now I will share my mobile screen also. Let's go in my mobile screen. So you can see this is the application. So this is my Jump application, and now I'm going to scan this application. So you can see downloading app bundle, unpacking your app, and now preparing database also. So now you can see this is my application, and this is the sign. You can see plus sign. So when I'm going to click on this task, so I can see right here task 3 and task 3 description, simple description. Okay, and I'm going to save this data. So you can see task created successfully, and again I am going to save the data, task 4 and task 4 description. So you can see we have successfully inserted the 2 tasks. So everything is working fine. Okay, we have successfully inserted data and display all the data with title and description. So I think in your mind there is one question. So the question is, we have inserted one data, this data in web. So why this data is not showing in application? Because in web the database is this MySQL, but when we are talking about the mobile application, so its database is different, which is installed in our own local system. So both the database is not same, that's why the record is not showing same. Okay, so if you want to use the same database for the web also and for the mobile also, to fix this issue, we need to change this web.php route. We need to create a API inside this route, api.php. Then we need to write this route there in api.php, and in blade file also we need to call the API also. So in the coming video we are going to cover all these things. Okay, what we have covered today video. So this is a CRUD action like create and read only. So now your Laravel mobile app can store and display real data. So in the next video we will make it feel like a real app. We are just going to add the top navigation, bottom tabs, and menu also, and the lots of things in coming video. So stay tuned and don't miss the next video also. So if this video is helpful for you, so please like this video and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get latest updated video from my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video. We will meet in next video. Till then, take care. Bye.